You can't move forward with something you haven't named. Unnamed experiences stay stuck. Naming is how you release, integrate, and begin again. There are moments in life when you feel ready to move forward, ready for a new chapter, a new rhythm, a new season. But something inside you hesitates. Something feels unfinished. Something feels unspoken. This episode is about naming the things that need to be acknowledged before you take your next step. Because clarity doesn't come from pushing ahead. It comes from telling the truth about where you've been. So let's start with the thing most people skip. The disappointment you've been carrying quietly. There are disappointments you carried without naming. The things that didn't work out. The plans that fell apart. The moments that hurt more than you admitted. You don't have to dwell on them, but you do have to name them. Because unspoken disappointment becomes emotional residue. It follows you into the next season. It shapes your decisions without your permission. And right beside that is grief. Not just the big losses, but the small ones too. Because grief isn't only about losing people. It's about losing versions of yourself. Losing dreams, seasons, losing identities that once felt like home. You may be grieving the energy you used to have, the relationships that changed, the opportunities that passed, the life you thought you'd be living by now. You see, grief doesn't need to be solved, it needs to be honored. Another truth that needs naming is your energy, the real state of it, not the version you've been pushing through. Maybe you've been living at a pace that no longer matches your life. Maybe you've been pretending you're fine when you're exhausted. Maybe you've been ignoring the signals your body's been sending. Naming your energy is not weakness, it's wisdom. And then there's desire, the part of you that's been whispering what you actually want. Desire is one of the most honest parts of you and one of the easiest to ignore. Maybe you want something new. Maybe you want something different. Maybe you want something you're afraid to admit. Desire doesn't disappear when you ignore it, it just waits. You may also need to name a boundary, the one you've been circling around but haven't said out loud yet. Every new season requires a new boundary. Maybe you need to say no to something that used to be a yes. Maybe you need to protect your time. Maybe you need to protect your peace. Maybe you need to protect your healing. So here's a gentle way to begin naming what needs to be named. What happened? How did it affect me? What truth have I been avoiding? What is this experience asking of me now? And once you name it, something shifts. You can finally move forward without dragging the past behind you. You begin again with honesty, clarity, and emotional alignment. So you take care and stay connected.